Okay people, it's time for us to dive back into the Blue in the Face playthrough for Destiny 2's Crucible. We've got a lot of fun stuff to talk about and some fun gameplay as well, so we're going to get straight into the action. Before we get into the gameplay, we're going to quickly talk about the different weapons and armor that I'm going to be using. For my special weapon, I've switched out the mountaintop for the Militia's Birthright. This is a grenade launcher that allows me to manually detonate my grenades while they're in flight. Also, the grenades will bounce off of hard surfaces before they explode. So there's a lot of cool finessing that I can do with this weapon. Next up, we have the Ikelos SMG. Again, this is going to do very well at close to medium range, but it's going to struggle as targets get too far away from me. My subclass is the same as last time. We're using the super hot bottom branch of the Sunbreaker. This is going to give us access to a lot of cooldown reduction and some very cool damage buffs as well if we can manipulate our abilities well. And finally, our exotic armor piece is the Ashen Wake. This is going to change my fusion grenade ability into a projectile that detonates on impact instead of after a short duration. The grenade charge is also completely reset if it kills a guardian, which is very powerful. Now let's get started for real this time. Bro, let me tell you something honestly. Destiny 2's Crucible is such a dicey situation for me because I have been playing for about 30 minutes or something, and in that time I got so triggered that I had to stop playing and start drinking a little bit. But on the bright side, we're back. So here we go. Wow, this match is surprisingly intense, but it's also surprisingly boring. That's so weird. I don't know why it's boring, but it is. Well, we've got somebody going to Bravo. Let's try and get them off of the point. There we go. Teammate shot him up a little bit, and my grenade finished him off. Got a guy punched him twice, got the kill. That's scary. Not today, friend. Got that manual detonation on our Militia's Birthright. It's very satisfying to get kills with that, especially when the person that you're killing is at a considerable distance away from you. The timing required to get that is very satisfying. Didn't get a hit on that guy. He's weak in the... There we go. Got the punch, but I'm super low. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Run, 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 run. Goodbye. I'm on a roll, boys. We're on a roll. Let's keep it going. Let's see what we can do. The activation of my super ability causes a shockwave and spawns a sunspot, and that's what allowed me to get those kills there, which was really nice. That was a clutch move. That's something I don't make happen too often. Let's not fight inside there because I don't do well at super close range. I do all right at mid-range, and that's about it. The loadout that I'm using basically only functions at mid-range. If I get too close, I get dominated by a shotgun. If I get too far, I can't really do anything. Oh, that's not where I wanted to be. I'm dead. I thought I had an escape route there. That's feels bad. Hands on my hips. I've made a mistake. All right, let's keep it going though. We've managed to get a pretty sizable lead here. We're keeping it going. I want to say that the clutch play that I made is the main reason that we have a lead right now. I'm going to take all the credit. There we go. We won the match. That wound up working out in the end. It started off a little bit rough. In the beginning parts of this match, it was a big fight over the Bravo point and really trying to get control over that. But in the end, my team managed to secure control, and we kept control for long enough to build up a pretty sizable lead, and then we took the win. That was a really nice match. It felt good. I'll tell you what's really bad about Destiny is that even if you are drunk and you're feeling good and you're happy and you got that little buzz going on, if you lose really aggressively, then you still feel a little bit sad. And that's unfortunate. I mean, there's some games where I can have a nice margarita and get my ass kicked and walk away smiling, but in Destiny, I just feel sad. I could cry right now, honestly. I really could. I mean, seriously, Destiny. Why do you have to be the most frustrating game on the face of the earth? I mean, seriously, Destiny, you're so much fun, and I really do enjoy playing you. But sometimes, Destiny, you do things that just, oh my god, I pressed the wrong button. Destiny, you just do things that make me upset, and I don't know what to do about it. I mean, I try talking to you, and I try like really trying to give you advice on how things could be better, but you never get better. And maybe I just have to accept you for what you are, but what you are is not exactly what I want you to be. And that's got to be problematic, right? It's got to be problematic to want to try and change somebody that you're in a relationship with. But I mean, come on, maybe you can change people. Everybody can change. I mean, if somebody's doing something wrong and you help them to get right, isn't that a good thing? I think I can change these hoes, is what I'm saying. I think I can save them. I can save Destiny too. I can turn it into the game that I want it to be. Regardless of what the rest of the world wants, I want it to be a certain way. Who cares what everybody else likes? What matters is what I like. Oh no. Yeah. Maybe if Destiny wasn't the worst game ever created, we would have won. But no, Destiny has to be trash. So that's why we lost. It has nothing to do with my skill or the skill of my teammates. It has to do with the fact that Destiny is a trash game. It's the worst game that's ever been created. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, look, if you can't tell, I'm in a bit of a weird mood right now. I've been playing the Crucible for about an hour, and I have been struggling my ass off. And, of course, all of the things that frustrate me in Destiny become super apparent when I'm on a losing streak, or even if I'm winning but I'm having games that are personally annoying. Man, I'm going for a very serious ride on the struggle bus right now. Just loss after loss, frustration after frustration. Destiny 2 is a game that I really like, but it is so frustrating. It's genuinely, it's like a bad relationship. And this is why I don't play a lot of PvP, but it's like a girl that, or a guy, or whatever significant other that you have, that is wildly attractive, but they do all the wrong things at the worst possible time. And in the case of Destiny, the thing that makes the PvP in this game completely degenerate for me is the frequency at which players have access to one-hit KO potential throughout the course of a game. In a traditional arena shooter like Halo or Quake, shotguns, snipers, grenade launchers, rocket launchers, those are the types of weapons that you see few and far between, but when somebody has it, you're like, I better watch out. But in Destiny, every time I respawn, I get more ammo for my one-hit KO weapon. And that same fact applies to everybody on the enemy team and everybody else on my team. So what that means is that there's 12 goofballs running around in every match with one-hit KO weapons, trying to get somebody before they get got. And it's fun. It's like being in a ball pit, or jumping on a trampoline, or jumping off a waterfall inside of a barrel. It's exciting. But it wears on you after a while. I wouldn't want to ride a roller coaster every second of every day. And that's kind of what Destiny's PvP is like. Maybe that was a little melodramatic. Let's just get into the gameplay now. I'm gonna try and do some fun stuff with this grenade launcher again. Just like before, I want to close off those angles. Unfortunately, he's got a really nice barricade over it. Well, they've made a fortress. They've made an actual fortress on the point. My teammates did a pretty legit job of clearing. All right, let's just pretend that suicide moment didn't happen, and we'll pick things up right here. I'm gonna grab this green ammo, so that's gonna give me shots for my grenade launcher, and we can sneak a kill because I had a teammate helping me out, and I absolutely love when that happens. We got a shotgun pushing up towards us. We got somebody on the flanks. I'm not sure I'm gonna survive here. Let's take out our SMG for a second. I have auto-loading holster on my grenade launcher, so it reloads itself when it's stowed. So that means I can put it away, and it will reload for me while it's away. So that means I can pretty much always have a means to defend myself at the ready. So if I shoot off my grenade and I need something to defend myself, I switch over to my SMG, but after I think it's like 2 to 3 seconds, the grenade will be reloaded without me actually having to reload it, and that's really cool. And got a nice little sneaky kill. My teammate shot that guy up, fired the grenade, picked him off, and we've got a lot of shots remaining. We've got 6 grenades available to us that we can potentially do something with. Got one there. Got another one. He was invisible, so I wasn't able to aim that as well as I would like to. Alright. Just gobbling up these green ammo bricks, constantly getting myself more ammo for my grenade launcher, and using that one-hit KO potential, or at the very least, a very high amount of damage if I can burst the weapon in the right spot. But this is simultaneously what makes Destiny fun and frustrating. One-hit KO potential is really fun when you have it and when you manipulate it in a cool way. But if your opponent has it and they manipulate it better than you, it's really frustrating. And you know, that's where we get weapons like the Mountaintop elevating themselves to this level of like a super annoyance and super frustration because of the consistency at which a good user of the Mountaintop can get kills with it. You know what I mean? Like here's what I'm trying to say. Weapons like the Mountaintop or the Mindbender's Ambition, which is a shotgun, one-hit KO weapons aren't as frustrating to fight against if people can't use them all the time. Right? Like, think about that for a second. Really think about that. The Halo shotgun in Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, all the Halo games, is not a super serious point of contention, because it's not something that kills you all the time. It's something that kills you if the enemy team controls the map really well and manages to pick it up. Right? But the Mountaintop, somebody shoots that thing into a crowd of people, they get a kill, they die, they respawn, and they do the same thing again. Over and over and over again. It's Mountaintop after Mountaintop after Mountaintop. And it's the same with all the shotguns in Destiny 2. People, they run up, they hold forward, they shoot you in the chest with their shotgun, and then they die, respawn, and do it all again. And that gets kind of tiring after a while, right? Right? So here's the question that I have for you. Is it better to have a consistent access to one-hit KO weapons to increase the pacing of the game, or is it better to have a more tangible ebb and flow to where one-hit KOs and really powerful weapons, power weapons, if you will, come few and far between, but when they're on the battlefield, when they're in play, it changes the dynamic of combat significantly. That's basically what I'm getting at here. That's what I'm trying to decipher. In any case, got a teammate helping me out again. I'm getting a lot of support from the boys in this round. Not gonna lie, but that's good. You know, we're playing a team game, so it's nice when teammates have your back. So we've definitely got a lead that is impossible to catch up to at this point. We are gonna walk away with the win in this, but you know. But ultimately, I think what it is that one-hit KO weapons feel too common, and I don't get to get into gunfights as often as I would like to within Destiny. And what's interesting about that is I have played other first-person shooters that have a high frequency of one-hit KO things at your disposal consistently. A game like Titanfall is an interesting example of that. There are a lot of things that can one-hit KO you, and the time to kill within Titanfall is a lot faster than the time to kill in Destiny. But even though a player can spawn in with infinite ammo in a one-hit KO weapon that is similar to the mountaintop, the way the movement is structured in Titanfall makes those one-hit KO weapons more difficult to use, so they don't feel as overbearing as a really good shotgun in Destiny, or the mountaintop, which I was using in the previous video, or even a sniper rifle. So I suppose what's happening is within Destiny, the way the movement is structured is like a traditional arena shooter, but the way power weapons are distributed is like a modern military shooter. So there's a bit of dissonance going on, right? Because think about it. Modern military shooters, you can spawn in with whatever the frick you want. You can get an RPG every time you respawn. You can get a sniper rifle every time you respawn, and that's just how the game works. But in an arena shooter, if you want a shotgun, you better find that sucker on the map. You better control that spot on the map if you want that shotgun. But in Destiny, you spawn in with ammo for your shotgun or your grenade launcher or your RPG or whatever. And the enemy team just has to deal with it with their own assets. And, and I'm certainly not saying that any of this is unfair or anything to that effect. But it does make things a little bit strange, man. It makes it a little bit strange. And I'm not gonna put forward any kind of weird solution to any of these problems, because I don't think I have any of the answers, or I don't think I know better. I'm mostly just stating how I feel about things. Because ultimately, I think Destiny is a fun game. It's a really awesome game, but it just doesn't do all the things that I wish it did, and it never will. And maybe I should just stop trying to change it. Maybe I should just accept Destiny for what it is and leave it alone. Reload. Grenade. All right, somebody else got the kill. Let me get this brick. Oh, I shouldn't be here. Let's run away. We got really lucky by surviving that. Nobody had a shotgun out, so I was able to not get killed. Unfortunately, I missed the landing there, and I wasn't able to pick up the purple ammo, and that really stinks. But, what are you gonna do? What am I gonna do? Almost die. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I died. There we go. That's what I was expecting. Oh, that guy activated his super. I'll fight him. Let's go, bro. You want to fight? There you go. You got a fight on your hands. Let's try another one. You know what? I'm going to go over here. I got a little bit of time left. I should be able to get in here and throw some hammers at some fools. Unless I just miss everything? Alright, well, I'm trash at this game. But I think you already knew that. But, turning back to the mountaintop, which I was talking about last time, because that was the special weapon that I was using. Another reason that I believe people get so frustrated by the mountaintop is the fact that you can get killed by it so many times over the course of a match. You can literally get killed by the mountaintop by the same player like 18 times in a single match, and that is brain-meltingly annoying. And in the same regard, you can get killed by the same guy on the same life with a shotgun like 15 times in a row, and that's just That's just really frustrating, and that leads to weapons like the Mindbender's Ambition, a shotgun, and the Mountaintop being these super oppressive forces. But that's just the way Destiny works. Ammo for really powerful weapons is plentiful, but it breeds it creates a problem. It creates a problem that's not necessarily the end of the world. It's just a unique problem to Destiny and the way this game works. And it's not necessarily good or bad.